Hello pilots, and welcome to another edition of Sporty's Product PIREP videos. My name is Doug, and today we're looking at the top 3 ANR headsets. When we talk about the best ANR headsets out there, we normally narrow it down to 3 brands: Bose, Lightspeed, and David Clark. Let's jump in and take a look at these things. When we're looking at premium ANR headsets, we look at 3 main things: comfort, quiet, and clarity. And that's where these 3 really do shine. If you've narrowed it down to these 3, you're probably going to be happy picking any one of these, but there are some differences, and let's talk about those. First on our list is the Bose A30. Bose has really set the bar for many years on what a premium ANR headset should look, feel, and perform like. The A30 is super quiet and super comfortable. It has less side pressure than the A20 had, and the A20 was very low as well. The A30 has the least amount of side pressure of all the headsets we're going to test today, and as such, it makes it extremely comfortable on my head. Microphone is very clear, and all around just a great headset by a great company with a great warranty attached to it. The A30 features multiple levels of ANR that is customizable with a switch on the ANR box. A30 has Bluetooth, so I get the alerts from ForeFlight, and you can control the level of Bluetooth volume via the control box. The control box has independent scroll wheels for the volume, which is good, so if you have hearing loss on one side of your head, you kind of crank up the volume on one side versus the other. It also has touch to talk through technology. So the idea here is I can touch my ear cup twice, and that will change my ANR on this side from high to low. This means I can talk to somebody else inside the cockpit, and then I can close that ear cup back up by touching it twice. Here in the Cessna 182, that's probably not a big deal. So I've turned that feature off so I don't have to worry about opening up that ear cup. A30 has an impressive battery life. With 2 AA batteries, you're going to get around 40 hours of useful life. Keep in mind, all these headsets have Bluetooth. If you're using Bluetooth, it's going to degrade your battery life by almost 20 to 25% depending on the model. The system is TSO'd, so it's at home and commercial airliners as well as here in my Cessna Skylane 182. The A30 is the most expensive out of the 3 headsets we're going to test today, and it retails right around that $1,300 price point. Next on our list of headsets is the David Clark ONEX. This is David Clark's premium ANR headset in their line, and it does not disappoint. This is a really nice headset with really thick leather ear seals and a really clear microphone that's comfortable on the head. However, you will notice that the ANR technology in the ONEX isn't as quiet as the ANR technology in the A30 or the Lightspeed Delta Zulu. While it's not as quiet as the other 2 headsets on this list, it's certainly more quiet than any passive headset I've ever worn, and definitely quiet enough to be used in general aviation as well as commercial aviation. The ONEX is a TSO'd headset that can be used not only in GA but also in the commercial applications out there. The David Clark uses 2 AA batteries. We find you can normally get around 20 to 30 hours on 2 AA's. It has Bluetooth technology, so I can connect it to an iPad for those alerts, but you cannot control the volume of the input device. That's one thing that the ONEX is missing. You'll notice the volume control on the ONEX is a digital button volume control, so you have to go up, or down, to do the different levels on the different sides of your head. The other thing it's missing is an aux input. The other 2 headsets on this list have a 3.5mm jack, so you can plug in an iPad if you prefer to go the wired method. You only have the ability to do Bluetooth with the David Clark ONEX. While it might not be as quiet as the other 2, it certainly deserves to be in the same discussion with the other 2 headsets on this list. This is a premium experience with a premium ANR headset, and you're going to really like it if you choose this headset as the choice for you in your cockpit. Last but certainly not least on our list is the Lightspeed Delta Zulu. And the folks at Lightspeed have really packed a lot of great features into this headset that might be really attractive to you as a general aviation pilot. It is extremely quiet. Right away I notice every bit of noise is pretty much drowned away. I can still hear the engine and some of the outside noise, but in terms of comparison to many of the other headsets on our list, the Lightspeed Delta Zulu might be the quietest. Delta Zulu includes 2 battery packs. You have a lithium-ion rechargeable battery pack as well as an alkaline battery pack. You're only going to get around 20 hours to 25 hours of useful life on the alkaline battery pack on the Delta Zulu. Now that is one of the reasons why we have the rechargeable option. It comes with a rechargeable cable that plugs into the headset, and you can keep that battery charged up and don't have to worry about AA's all the time. Delta Zulu has a built-in CO detector, and that's right here on the ear cup, and that's kind of a really cool feature because it's right where you need it. I'm breathing air right here. If there's carbon monoxide in the air I'm breathing, it's going to get it. The headset provides audio alerts directly through the ear cup, And it can also work through an app that can not only give you alerts, but record the carbon monoxide levels and report back to you at the end of the flight. The Delta Zulu also works with that app for recording intercom transmissions. So as I am flying along and I get a transmission from ATC and I don't quite hear it right, I can hit the replay button and it'll play it back to me. The Delta Zulu cable is amazing. This Kevlar cable is kink-free, so you can pull on it, you can tie it in knots, and more importantly, it doesn't pull on the side of your head. So the Delta Zulu by itself is extremely comfortable without that extra weight from your cable tug like you'll find on most other headsets. Delta Zulu includes a custom molded case as well as a 7-year warranty, which is the longest you're going to find among the premium headset manufacturers we're talking about today. This headset's very comfortable on my head. The microphone's extremely clear and the weight's evenly distributed amongst my head. So while it might be a hair heavier than some of the other headsets on our list, Lightspeed's done a great job at distributing that weight where it needs to be. So which one of these headsets is the best? To evaluate these things, we got to go back to what we originally talked about. Comfort, quiet, and clarity. And each one of these has kind of an area it shines really well, and maybe some areas might not be as good. If we go down the quiet pathway, I want the most quiet headset that I can purchase in general aviation today. In my opinion, that's this headset I'm wearing right now, the Lightspeed Delta Zulu. Its ANR is impressive. It cancels out so much noise. It also has a little bit more side pressure than the other headsets. And as a result, I think its passive noise attenuation component is a bit higher than those other headsets. So its overall noise reduction rate might be a hair better than some of the other ones that we're comparing today. However, because of that higher side pressure, its comfort rating is probably a little lower than the other ones here on the list today. In terms of just comfort and comfort alone, I would rank the Delta Zulu underneath the Bose A30 as well as the David Clark ONEX. The last point is clarity, and you've heard all three microphones as I've talked through them. They're all very, very similar when it comes to quality level, so it's hard to say one's better than the other. But if I had to pick one in the best clarity angle though, it's going to be that David Clark ONEX. I think their microphone makes it sound like I'm in a 747 and flying across the Northern Pacific. I'm a professional pilot with that microphone. In terms of clarity of microphone, David Clark's going to be number one. In terms of quiet, Lightspeed Delta Zulu is going to be number one. In terms of comfort, me and my fat head are going to have to stick with the Bose A30 due to its low side pressure and also very light weight on the head. So there you have it. We have all three headsets. We have all three headsets that shine in different areas. And one of those headsets is probably going to be right for you in your flight bag. Give one a shot today. And keep in mind we have the test flight guarantee of Sporties. Buy it, try it, fly with it. If you're not thrilled, send it back to us within 30 days and try a different headset. We want to make sure that you're 100% satisfied with that purchase. After all, if you're going to spend over $1,000 for a headset, it should be one that's going to last for many, many years. All of these headsets and more details can be found online at sporties.com.